Hey everyone, Proof here. I just wanted to do something a little bit different today. I want to start doing some segment here. I don't know how often I'm going to do this, but I want to have discussions about music. I know normally people know me from the Proof Negative show and about politics or news or health and wellness type stuff from my show on Freedomizer Radio, but I wanted to get into a discussion about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, most notably this time. And I would like to make a case for Weird Al Yankovic being in the Hall of Fame. And I wanted to play the video behind me that most people would recognize, which is Eat It. It was a parody for those that don't remember. I'm sure everybody remembers it, but it was a parody of the Beatle or the Beat It from Michael Jackson. And it was super huge. It put him on the map. And that was Weird Al's second album. The first album came out in 1981-ish. It had things like I Love Rocky Road, which was a parody of Joan Jett. I Love Rock and Roll. It had Ricky on it from Tony Basil's Mickey, so that what came out in 82, I guess, not 81. Another one, Rides the Bus, which was a parody of Queen. Another one, Bites the Dust, of course. And then this album came out, Weird Al in 3D. And Eat It became a phenomenon. It became a huge top 40 smash. And it didn't stop there. The next song that came out that was huge was a parody of Madonna, Like a Virgin. He had Like a Surgeon. Over the years, he had Smells Like Nirvana. It's going to play into Like a Surgeon here in just a second. I'm going to let it go. I'm not playing the song because we don't have the copyrights or the permissions, and I know I could use 7 seconds of something just to play later, and I might, if it hits the right song, I don't know. But Weird Al has had numerous hits, and I'll go through just the other big ones that I might have missed, which was Smells Like Nirvana, which was a parody of Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit. Amish Paradise was one of his biggest, which was a parody of Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. And then later stuff, there was White and Nerdy, which was a parody of Riding Dirty from Chameleonaire. And then you had an album just a few years ago with a song called Foil, which was a parody of Royals, which was from Lord. It also had the Blurred Lines parody. What was that? I can't even think of it now. I can't. And I did the video and just did the. I'm doing the video and I did all the prep work. Word Crimes. That was it. He did Word Crimes. He had a movie, UHF. He had another hit song back in 86-ish, Living with a Hernia. So he's been around for 40 years. And people say that people that make parodies should not be in the Hall of Fame. But if you're the best at what you've ever done, and yes, it is considered rock and roll, if Notorious Big can get in the Hall of Fame, and Janet Jackson can, I consider Janet to be pop more than rock, I suppose. But Madonna's in there. I don't consider that rock. But it's like football, where Ray Guy was the best punter ever, and people would say that he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because he's a punter. But he has awards named after him. So how do you discredit the best guy that's ever played that particular position? If you don't think that he's an NFL player, then get rid of the position. Just figure out something else. So if you're going to have a position, and in this case, he created videos, and yes, some of them were really funny and really popular. And if you're the best at what you've ever done, then you deserve merit for that. There are kids age 10 that know who Weird Al is, as well as 70-year-olds know who he is. So he's past that genre where people don't know who he is. Everybody knows who Weird Al Yankovic is. He's been all over the place. What was he on? Weezer's Africa remake last year? Can't believe that was a year ago already. And he's still putting out music. He's still touring. He has an extensive catalog and is well liked within the music industry. I just feel that people discount him because he does parodies. But let me see if it's... I'm not going to search hard. But there's a song called Dare to Be Stupid. And if you ever catch Dare to Be Stupid, that's my personal favorite song of Weird Al Yankovic. And that's an original. So he does originals. His polka mixes are out there. It's not... there's a commercial playing in the background, whatever. Let me see if I could just change it without doing too much here. So, do I want to play Mojo? Not really. Hold on here. I don't want to do too much, but I guess I should have just went back to Weird Al's thing, but that's okay. I'll just let this go on here. Anyway, I'm almost done. I didn't want to spend a lot of time, but I want to do music segments like this where we can discuss a lot of various music discussions. And I will say personally that Weird Al Yankovic is one of the most glaring omissions to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There are others which I'll get into here at some point. And like I said, I'm going to make a bunch of segments on this. Just try to switch it up sometimes from the political end. And of course, for my evening radio show on freedomizerradio.com. Yeah, to be honest, I am so burned out of hearing about Hunter Biden's laptop, Russia collusion, and all this other mess. And I'm just hoping that Creepy Joe gets retired here in a couple days. This will probably date the videos, so people watching in 10 years are going to ask who is Creepy Joe. But I'm just hopeful that we can still have a country and we have positive stuff to talk about here. And I kind of need a break after working so hard with the just pushing to block globalism and trying to push Freedomizer Radio and the Bare Faces Legal Project. So that's another dating here. So it's going to be funny in 2030 if somebody's watching this video and they're asking, what is Bare Faces Legal? I hope so much that people are asking that in 2030. So we'll see in 10 years if we're discussing this. But my main focus for this particular video is I strongly believe that Weird Al Yankovic is one of the most glaring omissions from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as of Halloween Day, which is today, in 2020. So I'd like to hear your comments. Yeah, put them below, or who knows, YouTube might have something where you put the comments on top in a few years. I have no clue. But I want to hear your discussion, and I can name probably at least 30 Weird Al Yankovic tracks just without looking at any album covers. I don't want to... I guess I can... Let me see how many I can name without looking at anything. Because I'm not looking at it now. All I did was put Weird Al videos on behind me with no sound. I don't even know if that is a Weird Al video. Yeah, it's still Weird Al. Alright. I don't know what song that is. But anyway, let me see how many I can name. I said 30, so I'm going to count them. Let's see here. We got Another One Rides the Bus, I Love Rocky Road, Ricky. I don't know the name of that one, so I can't say it. There's one that says, I got a boogie on my finger and I can't flick it off. I don't know the name of that. It could be that as the title, but I can't confirm that. Then there was Eat It, I Lost on Jeopardy, The Brady Bunch, Dare to Be Stupid, Like a Surgeon, Yoda, which is a great classic parody of the Kinks' Lola. Let's see here. You got UHF, Smells Like Nirvana. Wow, I don't remember anything else off that album offhand here. Amish Paradise, Fat. Let's see here. There was the, I know Albuquerque, All About the Pentiums, Tacky. I'm up to 16. Foil, Word Crimes. One More Minute, which is another original that was on the Weird Al Yankovic in 3D. White and Nerdy. Alright, so I got you 20. And I'm sure I could sit here and think harder. But I got you 20 songs that I'll go to bat with. And there's a lot of artists out there in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that have not had half as many hits. Or who has not been around as long. And I think the world is a better place with Weird Al Yankovic. And I would love to represent that into the Hall of Fame. So, let's hear your thoughts. Alright, you can catch me during the week, freedomizerradio.com. I'm on weeknights 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern. That's 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific. So, talk to you soon. Thank you.